Hey, welcome back to another example here using the table method of integration to solve some random integrals. In this case, we have the integral of 7 over the square root of 16 minus x squared dx. So if someone asked you to solve this integral, the first reaction to this might be like, holy moly, I don't know what's going on here. That's pretty much my first reaction when I look at these things every time I see an integral. But then I remember that there's always a trick. And in this case, we're going to use the table method. So what we want to do is we want to look into the table of integrals and see if there's anything that looks remotely like this that we could maybe rearrange this to get it. So we don't have to try any other method like integration by parts or substitution or something more complicated than that. So let's look at the table, which, by the way, this is a link that I'll leave in the description below where you can find this on the website. And there's also a PDF version that you can download and print off if you really want to have a copy like that. But when we're looking here for something that has a similar form, we don't really see anything in the top half. These are all pretty similar, basic exponential stuff. And as we go down, we see a bunch of trig functions. And then down here at the bottom, just above the trig identities, we see some that look a little bit more familiar. 1 over a squared plus x squared dx, and 1 over the square root of a squared minus x squared dx. So this one has a pretty similar form to what we're looking at, so let's copy it over so that we can just see it here on the same screen. And so the identity is that the integral of 1 over a squared minus x squared, and that's all under a square root dx, is equal to the sine inverse of x over a plus the arbitrary constant c. So we're very close to this, but we need to have it in the exact form before we can make this substitution and just say that this is our answer. So literally this has to be a 1, but here we have a 7. This has to be something squared because we need to know what the a value is, and here, this has to be a minus, which fortunately it is. There cannot be any coefficient on the x squared. You know, if this was 2x squared or something, we would have to remove it. So there's a little bit of work here that we have to do, and that's okay, but we're pretty close already. So fortunately with constants, we can always pull constants out of integrations. So we can rewrite I here is just equal to 7 times the integral of 1 over all this stuff, 16 minus x squared dx. So we're looking pretty good. Now we have a 1 here and a 1 here. We still need to figure out what this is, and fortunately the square root of 16 all squared is equal to 16. And if you know, the square root of 16 is just 4. So 4 squared is equal to 16. Should be pretty obvious, I hope. But basically we can substitute 16 and 4 squared, back and forth with each other in the expression. So we have 7 times 1 over the square root of 4 squared minus x squared dx. And now we have exactly the form we're looking for. We have a 1 on top, we have something squared over here, we have minus x squared with no coefficient in front of it, dx, and an integral sign. We do have the 7 floating out around here, but basically these identities, or these table values, this thing is going to give you this thing. And if there's something floating out in front of it, like a constant, we're just going to multiply that to the answer as well. So we can now just make that final substitution where we have I is equal to 7 times this whole thing, because we're just taking all this stuff, which is all this stuff, and just substituting it for that guy. So we have times sine minus 1 over x over a, and in this case a is the thing that's being squared. In this case it's a 4. Note that it's not 16, it definitely is the 4 once it's in this form. So we have x over 4 plus this arbitrary constant. And there we go. This is the solution to what initially looked like a pretty tricky problem, but because it was a similar form to something that's in the table and we were able to rearrange to get the exact same form that's in the table, then we can just go and basically take, swap out what we have for the values in the table, just using the exact numbers that we have in our particular case.